Welcome, 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 everyone. It is another Thursday. That means that your girl, Kiana the Goddess, and the one and only DJ FMI are here for VPR Radio. So, welcome on in. Partner, how the hell are you?
What's up, VPR? What's going on, Kiana? I have my coffee made. It is a beautiful Thursday morning. My spirits are high.
Yes.
Um, yeah, I finally put something behind me that I've been like holding off just due to events and other things that I have to do and festivals, things like that.
Right.
But yeah, now I'm feeling good. VPR will be here to get into the news, to chop it up, and you're gonna meet some dope individuals today. So yeah, I'm
Yeah,
hyped,
you're
VPR.
looking good, partner.
Thank you, Kiana,
You
and you
got a
were looking
tan? You've
amazing
been at the
yourself.
beach? Yeah.
Uh, I don't know how you could get a tan at the club, but
I got the beach
well,
too.
all I've been doing all summer is DJing and drinking whiskey, and
DJing and drinking whiskey.
and handling
My
business. But
guy.
VPR, all we have a few topics I want to jump into today, but just a little quick tidbit into my life, guys. When it comes to upgrading your computer, Apple, you are jerks. I say that a little bit because if anybody knows, most DJs use MacBook Pros.
Yeah.
The thing is, with MacBook Pros out there now, they're selling them with so like the gigs are so small. They'll sell you a MacBook Pro with 256 gigs. What are you gonna do with
Right.
that?
It makes no
If you do
sense.
video editing, if you do DJing or anything like heavy on the computer, it has no memory.
I don't
So
even do all of that, and I had to add like a terabyte of space. I paid
you
for
see,
that extra
I'm
space
glad that you bring
because
that
of
up,
our
Kiana.
videos and our content. It's a lot.
And all the years, the content adds up.
Sure.
I have a bunch of external drives. So
Yeah.
VPR, I was having the issue of porting my computer that I got in early 2013.
Yeah.
So I have eons of music on that folder. I mean, on that computer from the beginning of me DJing all the way till now.
Wow.
So that I upgraded and put a terabyte in it. Long
Yep.
story short is the new computers only come with 256. I had to figure out a way to reboot the computer, boot it up from a hard drive. So I'm running
Right.
yeah, but I'm happy, VPR. Long
Yeah.
story short is when it comes to upgrading your equipment, just save your money, man. Because
I
Apple gonna
save
take
your
it.
money, don't even do it.
Yeah,
So
Apple gonna take it.
that's definitely the one thing I would say that I can appreciate Apple because they are so streamlined, right? And
Yeah,
like the people I see struggling usually like from media to this to that is because they don't have the product. But when it comes to the upgrade and the transfer over, I can say that besides the phone, I've always had it. When I went from a MacBook Air to a MacBook Pro, I couldn't get everything in. There were space issues. It kept saying,
yeah.
"Oh, cannot connect. You trying to
Yeah.
connect to this MacBook?" I was like, "Yeah, bro."
Nah, I
I get
definitely
it.
felt that. I had to do a few events, and I'm like, wow, my computer's hitting its limits,
Yeah.
and now I can't upgrade it anymore with Serato. So it
Then
was a
it
whole
starts
big thing.
slowing down, right? Then it's
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
there's a
yeah.
lot of issues. So yeah,
Um,
do better,
just to get,
Apple.
yeah,
You're gonna
do better,
pay
do
for this
better.
shit.
They want 3,400
Yep.
for a terabyte MacBook Pro.
Yeah.
3,400 VPR. That's crazy. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? From 256, you pay 1,000, then they jump straight to 3,400.
And it goes up every year because let me see. I definitely didn't pay 2,400, but I probably paid like 21.
So for 500 gigs,
Yeah, and that was
yeah.
last year.
Hmm.
So no, because remember I upgraded to get the one with the more space.
Okay.
But yeah, their prices keep going up, and Lord of mercy, inflation.
Yeah. So I'm trying to hold on to this computer for the next 10 years, VPR. So
Right.
that's how that's gonna go. In hip hop news, VPR. Damn, I just finished up watching the YNW Melly case right now. They're actually deliberating to
Okay,
see what's
what's
gonna be
going
the
on with that?
verdict. They're trying to put that boy away for life, or I think he's gonna get the death penalty if he does get found guilty. But
Yes.
they're trying to say that he shot his friends, of
Right.
course, and that's still going on. But in a few hours, we're gonna see the verdict on that. So
Wow.
that's crazy.
If
In
it
other
comes back
news,
that fast, that's gonna be a guilty.
yeah,
The
I was
longer they
watching it.
deliberate, the less likely you are to go to jail. But the faster they deliberate,
Hey, Kiana, I was watching it, and I'm just looking at some of the evidence, and it's looking crazy. The bullet trajectory, they got the phone evidence as far as where he was, GPS track. They got the message to some guy on Snapchat saying I did it, but
you
he's
damn
not
right
saying I
they
did
do.
the crime. You know what I mean? So
And I will
is
tell you
it?
guys once again, you write it down, you put it out on the internet, you put it on your phone. it is evidence, that data. It doesn't matter whether you delete it, you go into, and then you delete it again, you hard delete it.
They
There's
got his Snapchat messages,
That's right.
VPR.
And data, and Snapchat is supposed to disappear, right? But
Nah,
by
yeah.
law, all of that data is stored. So when the feds come looking for it, they're gonna get all of it. Even WhatsApp. Oh, we're encrypted end to end. Yeah, okay. Until the
Until
feds
the
ask
government
for
come
money.
knocking.
Yeah.
And VPR, and it's scary because you really sit there and you seeing everything play out as far as what you texted, what information that you were looking at on Safari. Look at that girl. I forgot her name. It's Carly Russell, the one that got reported missing, and then she
Yeah.
actually did it herself.
Yeah.
They caught her looking up the Taken 2 movie. They thought, or looking up Amber Alerts. VPR, they watching your phone, so just don't think you slick on that and don't play that right now.
Right.
And a lot of these rappers are getting hit with PPP fraud still. They still locking up people for that right now. It's madness going on outside. But
Yeah, y'all play too much. Those PPP loans, I tell people all the time. I've even had people come to me like after the fact because there's still grants and things that you can be eligible for. I'm not even gonna shout them out, but somebody came to me like, "Yeah, I got somebody that could get you something with your taxes and blah, blah blah, depending on your business." I was like, I already filed my taxes and everything is up to date, and that already took a lot with IRS. And I don't have employees, and they're like, "Oh, you just pay $1,000 and this and that." No, it won't be me clink clink for some.
Yeah, behind you.
Okay,
Yo,
people. No, the hell you don't. I'm good. I will make my money the regular way. And what kills me though, with the PPP loans, so many people have just gone and just spent that money.
Yo, they said they never repossessed more Ferraris and houses.
Ferrari,
right now, the government
Right.
said they never repossessed so much cars just because of the PPP loans.
They
Look at
should
the rapper.
have been ready for that bail money.
Because right now it's looking bad. Another thing I want to get into VPR. Let's really have a discussion, Kiana.
Okay.
We got all this time here before our guests get here. Let's
Yeah.
have a discussion about these charts, right?
About
right
who?
now, these charts, these
Oh, yeah.
record charts, these Billboard charts.
Yeah. These
right
charts.
now, Gunna is outselling these street rappers. And by street rappers,
Isn't he in jail?
No, Gunna's out.
Oh, he's out. Okay.
Yeah, dropping music videos and all that. Like he outside too, and he just actually announced 3 tours, 3 cities that he's touring in: LA, New York, and somewhere else. But
I didn't even know he tour while.
Yeah, Gunna is back outside, y'all. You feel me? Them
outside.
snitching allegations. It's quiet for that. But I'm listening to the internet, Kiana. I'm really keeping my ears to. It used to be to the streets, now it's to the internet. Right. And everyone's saying, "Yo, since Gunna left Lil Baby and Young Thug, he makes better music." Mm-hmm. And it's actually showing in the charts right now with his record "Fuck You Mean," one of the top 40s right now, and he's beating Young Thug's album that dropped the same day. And he's outselling Young Thug and Lil Baby, and people are saying Lil Baby fell off.
Damn.
So let's really get into the caveats of him beating the snitching allegations now. Kiana, my question to you is: do you think the streets matter anymore as far as the charts of who they picking and choosing on music?
Absolutely not. No. The streets. The connection to the streets and hip hop used to be one and the same. Right, especially when it came to like gangster rap, or you know what I mean. It would be different if it's like a more conscious or a Christian rapper. Then that correlation is different. But that connection has disconnected little by little by little by little over the years, and I think we saw it with Tekashi. Right,
Tekashi out drop. He's about to drop some hip hop singles now because he's watching Gunna. That's what I want to see.
He's still like trending. You know what I mean? He never stopped trending. He kept dropping music, millions and millions of views. I don't know if he's signed to a label now or not, but I know he's still been selling music like crazy. So,
well, he dropped that Spanish album. He's doing what it has to do over there, and he just got paid. He paid off Anuel's baby moms. He was messing with Anuel's baby. He's creating beef in the Spanish genre right now. Yeah, he did that.
And that's another thing, right? So we've gone from like the streets. It's a lot of hijinks, and we talk about this all the time, right? A lot of skits.
It's like wrestling. Kiana.
Yes.
It really feels like wrestling.
Let me get the chair and knock you over. Oh, It is. It's like the WWF and Glow. That's what hip hop has turned into. And we still don't own it. We still don't own it.
No, we
So
do
it's
not.
just a bunch of
I
fuckery.
want to see. I want to see how much Gunna sold 83,000, I think, and Young
In
Thug sold way, and that's the first week sales.
the first week.
And
Okay, okay.
yeah, and it's out, and his records is charting. So I'm trying to
He
see
outdid
now
Coi Leray too. Clearly,
what's up.
he outdid Coi Leray too. Remember we
Oh,
talked about that last?
and Coil Ray was anyway. So yeah, Coil Ray sold 10K if you didn't watch
Right.
last week's episode. But the thing with Gunna is he going to be the deciding factor when it comes to rappers that have had like a tarnished career or a tarnished thing on their career? Is he going to be like the poster child for the comeback? Because that's what it's really looking like. He made a 3-city tour. He ain't afraid. All the slime, slat, you know what I mean?
Partner,
That shit ain't bugging him.
with the right amount of money, I truly feel in this society anything can happen, because the fact of the matter is that, let's be clear, R. Kelly's in jail now, but he peed on a whole 14-year-old girl and stayed out and dropped albums. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So if the money can get you in, the money can get you out. I agree, Pineapple Cruz. He said the OGs don't keep these rappers in check anymore. There's no fear. And I agree. And it doesn't even have to be about fear, right? For me, it's more like about a healthy respect. You know what I'm saying? The street code is the street code. It's like the family, right? And there's a lot that's wrong with that, absolutely. But if that's what you're entrenched in and that's your life, that's your loyalty. That's where you're supposed to be. You're not supposed to now go start snitching on everybody and what y'all did while y'all were ganging in your next single. It's just stupid.
And I'm just watching so many rappers' paperwork get uploaded now of them cooperating with the police, and now so that I feel we really moved the goalposts.
Like the first 48, get them Wendy's and a Frosty and let them
let them stay in the room for like 5 minutes. Think about it, VPR. But yeah. So I just feel just watching how he's having a trajectory taking off, hitting these cities. I'm waiting to see what 6ix9ine does with this now. Now him dropping new music, because VPR, I've finally hit the point where I'm not letting street politics dictate what the music that I intake, just from an analysis standpoint. You know, for what we do here on VPR. Yeah. I sat there and listened to the Gunna album, and I sat there and listened to the Young Thug album.
And what did that do for you?
As a DJ, there's songs that work on Young Thug's album, and there's songs that work on Gunna. Okay. But Gunna is out and Young Thug is locked up. That's what I don't understand how people could compare it. He just compiled a bunch of songs together and put out an album to counter Gunna's album. Gunna could rap freely and speak on the situation, while Young Thug has to avoid it because he's dealing with a court case. Right. So it's not even fair. But
that's a great you see that? Everyone wants to live by the code, but no one wants to die by the code. That's real shit.
Hey, Kiana, speaking about the code too. Yeah. Hey man, nah, I ain't judging nobody, VPR. Right. But this rapper named Little J, he's from Chicago. Okay. And I don't know who leaked this footage of him. There's some real messed up people. I don't know who work in that jail cell, but let me bring this up, VPR. They done leaked footage of this man with another man. From jail. Yeah, VPR. So let me get that video up there. And I also want to introduce an artist of the week in a few minutes. It's a new computer, so work with me. All right, guys. So this is Little J, and he's one of the Chirac demons. They would say that he makes drill music, and he just recently got caught.
Did you say he makes drill music? Is that what you just said?
Yeah, drill music.
Oh, drill. Okay, gotcha.
And I'm gonna let the video finish before we go into a VPR.
It gets lonely in there.
Yeah. We're gonna talk about it, Kiana. We're gonna see how lonely it gets. It just, yeah. So I'm gonna get back to this later, BR. But so Kiana says it gets lonely in there. I have never been incarcerated. You know what I mean? Yeah. So I can't even fathom. Yeah. But yeah, man.
Actually, in Spofford, that was crazy.
But VPR, it gets lonely. Just it should never get that lonely in there because he has videos of him saying other things. But we do have our guests.
That's what I'm
joining shortly. We have Lenny. I can't wait to speak with him and bring him up on the platform. He's done some great things in his career, and I know he's going to get more into it when we do bring him up. So,
definitely.
But yeah.
Lenny, make sure you put your video on. Give accessibility to your camera because we can't see you.
I'm just saying VPR. I ain't going to jail. I'm watching all these rappers breaking laws and doing all this, different things, and then go in there and flip sides and come home and then make love to their woman. God forbid, and pass something along. These the brothers that do it. VPR. I'm keeping it a beam, so I'll just be safe out there.
Right.
It gets real in the field. Too real.
I think so many people, like Pineapple said, everybody wants to live by the code, but no one wants to die by the code. First of all, let's be clear. You don't go into jail and become bisexual or become a homosexual or start being attracted to transgender. That existed, right? Like, I don't know how much time he's doing or how long he's even been in there, but come on, that's nothing new.
I live in the city. Okay, Netherlands is built in a year.
By months. Oh, that's an interesting fact. Okay. I love that she comes and watches us every week. Shout out to the Netherlands. We love
you, Nicole. I appreciate it.
Our whole streaming across multiple continents. All right, Lenny has his camera on. Let's bring him to the stream because I want to definitely get his input and get into his illustrious career and Dyme magazine. What's up, homie?
Oh, it's a pleasure. Thank you guys so much.
Oh, you're so welcome. Welcome to
VPR. Oh man,
we're happy to
I'm shy when I do things like this, so
don't worry. This is family. We
man.
We treat it like everybody knows. You're gonna get the ease and the satisfaction. So I want to jump right into it, and I want to know where the concept of Dyme magazine came from, and what made you turn it from an idea into an actual thing.
Wow, great question. So basically Dyme magazine actually came to me in my sleep. It's kind of weird, but it came to me in my sleep. And I was doing a clothing line at first, and we were very successful locally, and I was like, there's something that I want to do else to, as far as dealing with publicity, being in the public's eye. I really didn't care about fame. I didn't care about fortune. I didn't care about any of that. I just always had a niche for meeting celebrities and doing things like that. And I don't know why they just landed in my lap. And I'm like, well, what's going on? I don't understand. Like, why am I always around celebrities? And like when I accidentally bumped into Jam Master Jay in Boston, I was 14 years old. There's many stories, many stories. So that gave me the ambition, to start the clothing line, which was called True Wear at the time. And so moving forward, I ended up wanting to elevate. So one day I was going to sleep after basketball practice. I went to sleep and I just woke up to a magazine. And I'm like, wait a minute, what? This ain't making no sense to me. So I woke up, fell back asleep, woke up, that next morning, whatever. I'm brushing my teeth. Do a magazine. Came to me again. And I'm like, do a magazine, but I don't know nothing about doing a magazine. Like, why would I want to do a magazine? It doesn't make any sense to me. So here I am, I'm doing my thing, I'm, at work, whatever. Okay, if I do a magazine, what would I call it? Dyme magazine. And I always had a love for women. But my love for women was not, of womanizing or just trying to be around women all the time. It was about respect, values, dignity, all of that stuff. Wanting to help women to take it to the next level as far as dealing with, women's culture, the everyday lifestyle of a woman, celebrity, upcoming, whatever, fashion, beauty, music, whatever the case is. And Pierre, a very good friend of mine, we sat down and he's the one who came with the acronym. And the acronym for Dyme, I mean, we all know that a dime is a, street terminology, a beautiful female.
Dyme, for the Gen Zers and beyond, right?
There you go. Exactly.
She's a plate, not a dime, right? Like, yeah.
Yeah. Here you go. So, so in the midst of it, we was in New Jersey and we were sitting down. Me, Kier, and John was sitting down, and John Blassingame, for those who.
Okay, I was about to say. So for you guys that don't know that name, look it up. Very
exactly.
Local, right? So he wasn't sitting down with any old body shooting the shit.
No.
Down with the magazine head, right?
Like, yeah. Shout out to John Blasingame, man. I actually just spoke to John a few minutes ago, and he wanted me to tell you guys hello, and he's gonna be tuning in as well. So, we'll be waiting for that. If he can, it'll be great. If he can't, but he's on the road right now.
Okay.
So moving forward, me, Kier, and John were sitting down, and we were talking, and Kier said, "Hey," he was like, "Dyme, yeah, Dyme. That's the name of your magazine." I said, "Yeah." He said, "Delivering your modeling experience." Me and John looked at each other. We was like,
I love that.
Yeah,
whoa, yeah. So
yeah.
I gotta give Kia his props on that, and basically, Kia was doing some publicity work with me and things like that. I had hired him to, be my publicist, and we was breaking crazy ground. We're talking from shows in Pittsburgh, Philly, New York, Chicago, Ohio, Miami, Atlanta, Oklahoma City, Denver, Colorado, so many. Aiken, South Carolina, McCormick, South Carolina, Columbia, South Carolina. So you're talking about, through the years of really being on tour and really doing our thing. Shout out to Antonio Masaldi, celebrity fashion designer, shout out to him. We went on the road doing touring and things like that. And a lot of people that we worked with, you know, um, they carried us on their backs, like, hey, listen, and now if we got to go to the female celebrities, everyone from Sierra to Olivia to our 2-day photo shoot we did in Miami with Megan Good, and when we got with Hugh Hefner and did the Playmate models. I mean, it goes, and all this is all on YouTube and different
Hugh
things like
has
that,
VPR. He
and
did a shoot with
God's
Hugh
been
Hef.
great, man. Huh?
He had the you
Nah,
have.
nah, nah. I was telling VPR, I'm like, he did a shoot with Hugh Hef. He
Oh
that
yeah.
guy. He
Oh
that
yeah.
guy.
Oh yeah.
VPR.
It's on YouTube. Oh yeah, it's on
And
YouTube.
may he rest in peace. That is definitely
Yes,
something legendary, right?
Yeah.
Beyond is, I mean,
Lenny.
Hugh
I
Hefner,
also, yeah, Hugh Hefner. But
Yeah,
Lenny,
oh,
I
listen,
also
can I
go
tell you
ahead.
guys a quick story about that, how that came out? And
Go
we
ahead.
had nothing to do with the Hot Import Nights. We did get hired to come there to cover and do the, the celebrity interviews, different things like that. Hugh Hefner wasn't there. However, his Playmate models were there, and they showed up in 2 big tour buses. So a good friend of mine named Mike Broku, he's a celebrity photographer. He shot most of the covers for Playboy magazine and all that stuff. So he gives me a call and he's like, "Hey, we're gonna have the Playmate models coming down to Hot Import Nights, and hey, you want to come down and do the interviews, things like that?" I said, "Yeah, we could definitely make that happen." I said, "When's that gonna happen?" A week from now, whatever. He said, "No, today, in a few hours." I said, "Excuse me." So I'm in the bed. It's probably like 9 o'clock in the morning. He said, "Well, do you think we can get a photo shoot done before the Hot Import Nights, the car show?" I said, "Well, yeah." I didn't know who I was going to call. I didn't know how it was going to happen. I just said, "Yes, let's get it done." Lo and behold, hour and a half later, we're sitting outside the Vine Street Community Center. The 2 big Playboy buses pull up. Now, mind you, as they're pulling up, my phone's ringing. It's Hugh Hefner's publicist. It's Mike Broku. Like, "Oh yeah, the buses are gonna be pulling up, blah blah blah." I'm like, so Hugh Hefner, he gets on the phone. "Hey, Lenny, how you doing?" I'm like, "Oh my God," I'm thinking it's a Jeep until I'm seeing these pink buses pull up. I'm like, "Oh, this is serious."
A
Oh,
bus full of things.
a bus full of
A bus
tings.
full of things.
not tings them.
The things them outside.
Oh my God. Listen, the footage is on YouTube. It was done quite a few years back, but when you're talking about just having a ball and just having people on that level really take heed and to add on to, what we were doing and just continuing to uplift us, man. It was only meant to happen that way. Um, Even when we did our concert, shout out to Mo Millions, shout out to Leo, my boy from Up North Entertainment, shout out, my partner. We ended up doing a big concert, 14,000 people in Oklahoma City. Um, Lil Wayne, Joel Santana, Black Hef, Gorilla Zoe, Jaja, who used to be with Dipset at the time. Uh, 14,000 people at the Cox Center. Huge. But these are just some of the things that just continues to amaze me even when I think about it. And then here we are once again sitting with you guys. Like, come on. This is so dope. This is so dope.
And VPR, his
Love that.
energy, man. He seems like he has a passion for what he does, and he loves it, and that's
Thank
what I
you.
love to see. It. So I was
Thank
on your
you.
website earlier, and I seen you
Mhm.
had an article about racism on the runway. Um,
Yes.
can you just
Mhm.
dive into that real quick?
Yeah, definitely. Well, pretty much, again, with us doing a lot of, traveling and doing fashion shows and shout out to Mike Lombardi. Real quick, Mike just opened up his store in Dubai. He has his it's a crazy celebrity store out there right now. It's called Mike Lombardi. Go check it out. It's huge. Um, but dealing with him and other people like that, touring, being on these runway stages and doing what we do, interviewing these, major, major models. As a conglomerate, it looked like everything was cool, everything was peace and blah, 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 blah. But then when you're in a hotel, you're kicking it with them, behind the scenes, and it's a different situation. These these models don't even get along,
Fact.
meaning the
Talk about it.
opposite races.
Yeah.
And so me, I'm the type to start asking questions like, what's going on? I saw y'all talking on stage, backstage, but then when the show's over, it's like, oh, I hate that girl or this one over here. With the guys too. So I started asking, I started getting deeper and I started noticing there was a lot of racism on the runway, a lot of racism. And I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. Next thing you know, it's going from the models to the executives, the famous brands that we know of. Okay.
It's a
It,
trickle
it,
down effect, right?
Mm,
So
oh my
after
gosh,
people,
it's
if the head is
insane.
rotten, the rest of the body is going to be completely rotten.
Yeah, yeah. So that's what gave us the audacity to, and the courage, to be honest, to do that article because we like to touch on articles that are uncommon, and if people never spoke about or read about articles like that, you would never have no idea that there was racism on the runway. You know what I mean? And dealing with all these, oh, I'm not even going to go into I'm gonna leave that conversation alone, but let's just say I done seen it with my own eyes. I done experienced it.
Right.
And the article says it all. The
And
article says it all.
it runs really deep because it's so like
Mhm.
multi-dimensional. I remember one of my first interviews after Shannon Briggs was with this plus size
Mhm.
supermodel named Asia Monet,
Mhm.
and
Mhm.
she was talking to
Shout
me.
out.
Shout out to
Mhm.
her. She's amazing, right?
Mhm.
Beautiful girl.
Mhm.
Libra,
Mhm.
Libra love. Um, she was telling me about how she had to learn how to do her own hair, how to have her
Mhm.
makeup on point, because every time she
Mhm.
went to a shoot, there was
Mhm.
not anybody there that knew how to manage black
That was
hair,
custom to do it.
thing
Right.
about black skin. And so that's a
Mhm.
lot of times when you even see models, you'll see, the white models looking a particular
Mhm.
way and the black models,
Mhm.
which is very
Mhm.
basic because they don't even have the makeup and stuff. So a lot of our models of color go equipped and do
Mhm.
their own thing because they don't even have people on set to do it. That's why I love my girl,
Mhm.
Lauren Michelle. Shout
Mhm.
out to her because she makes every black
Mhm.
queen look amazing. She's been in
Come
Vogue,
on.
all sorts of
Come
bridal
on.
but we need 500,000 more Aloria
Mhm.
Michelle's on set to take care of our beautiful brown women.
it's a fact.
Yes.
Yeah.
A lot of them, it's funny, a lot of them too, they end up like, let's say, like you said, they're doing their own hair and things like that. Let's say if they're multitasking, right? And they're over in France or wherever, overseas, right? Where they don't know people. There's a lot of celebrity models that will walk the streets, go to a cafe or whoever. The first person they run into that looks like us, they'll be like, hey, do you know how to do hair? No, I'm sorry. No, do you know how to do your hair? Yes, I need you to come with me. We'll figure out the rest. Hey, do you know how to do makeup? Did you put on that lipstick or whatever? Oh, yeah, I did it myself. Good. I need you to come with me. Well, where are we going? Come with me.
Right. I
I'll
need your
take care of you.
expertise. Right, right.
It's that serious. It's that serious. It goes back to what you said. There's very little. I mean, obviously, today it picked up a bit, where you get a lot of that. And then now you have a lot of let's call them white people. You got a lot of white people that, really, to be honest, they now are starting to take Afro-American classes. They're starting to attend the hair schools and different things like that. Not for because they want to know the culture and really want to do it. It's because they want to make that money our money.
Right.
And that's sad.
Yep.
That's sad.
Right.
So kudos to him though. Kudos
That
to
was
him. Keep
deep.
doing the
Like you
thing.
said, keep your hustle going, right? But yeah,
Exactly.
very particular about
Exactly.
what touches my hair. Very.
Yeah. Yeah.
Shout out to
You see
Terrence.
why I do VPR? I keep my shit short. You know what I mean? I go to any shoot. Pass me a brush.
I'm
Pass
still
me a
waiting for
brush.
the purple, bro. I'm still waiting for the purple hair.
Hey, we gotta hit that. We gotta hit that viewer count, and then I'll put on the purple wig for y'all.
Right,
Lenny,
right.
so
Wait for that wig.
Lenny, can you tell me any like crazy stories of like a shoot or a hectic shoot that you had to do or a hectic concert? Because I know you're so busy with that.
Oh God. Shoot. Which one?
He
The
said, "Which one,
craziest.
VPR?
The
Which
crazy.
one that made you go insane? And like it almost didn't happen, but you made it. You made it come through on the nickel of your finger, like something like
There's
that."
so many. There's so many. It's just saying my mind is going. Uh okay. Raunchy, clean, without throwing nobody under the bus. Okay. Okay. God rest his soul. I'm gonna tell y'all what happened with oh my God. This is when we just got back to Boston. We was on tour. The legend, the legend, the legend, the legend. Biz Markie. So, ooh,
Oh boy, this is gonna be
I'm
good.
gonna keep it short and brief. We got hired him. We got hired to go interview him. Okay, in Grove Hall. It's a place here in Boston. And sorry, my line is blowing up with. Hold on. This
And
is
Too much business. Too much
okay.
business.
Got
Look,
him. Okay, no. There's I got somebody who's chiming in. Oh my God, he's big business. All right, so getting back to the story. So we got hired to come in and interview Biz Markie. He comes in. We're at a place called Prince Hall in Grove Hall in Boston. Packed. It was completely packed. Standing room only. He didn't come in to perform. He came in to DJ. Okay, so his publicist, my publicist. This is before Kier. My other publicist at the time. We walk through and we go through the VIP to get on stage. The bodyguard lets us on. Moves the red road, whatever, blah blah blah. We get up on stage. He's DJing. He's doing his thing. So, his publicist goes, "Oh yeah, go ahead, go ahead." I said, it's cool to say what's up to him. Yeah, go ahead. So he's doing his thing. So I go ahead, I tap him on his shoulder. And so he goes, "Not right now." Now,
okay, on the shoulder, y'all. You already know. I saw FMI's face. Like, wait a minute.
nah. It depends on who's tapping though. You focus.
thank you. And now, mind you, I'm like, that's why I asked if it was okay. I'm like,
Yeah, you did the right thing though.
yeah, so I tap him on the shoulder, and he goes, "No, hold on, not right now, not right now, hold on." So I'm like, "Well, I don't think he heard me." So I tap him again.
Oh Lord.
So now I turn around and I do like one of these to him, and he goes, yo, not right now, not right now. So I'm like,
Damn, Lenny.
again. So then he turns around. I'm like, yo, what's up? I'm Lenny. He turns around. He's looking at me, and I go, hey, what's up? My name's Lenny. We were sent here to interview you. He turned around and said, I don't give a fuck. I don't care, and pushed me and said, get out my fucking face, and went, boom. Oh, I'm sorry. Can I
Nah,
swear?
yeah.
No?
You can swear. You can swear. You can swear.
Okay, cool.
You got me in the middle
Yeah.
of the story right now, VPR. You see me focus.
Oh, yeah. He literally pushes me. Two hands. So I fall back. I'm like, yo. At that point, all I saw was red. I didn't care who he was, why he was.
Right.
Man, I just went, pushed him back, and then boom, went to go punch him. God's honest truth. This is the God's honest truth, guys. The whole show stopped. I went to go punch him in his face. I got grabbed. Everyone grabbed us, separated us. I'm still swinging. Oh, now I'm 6 feet. He was what, 6'2", 6'3", somewhere around there? Big guy.
Big motherfuckers fighting.
Yeah.
Y'all some big motherfuckers fighting.
Yeah.
So I'm like, no, it's going down. It's going down. And then we're in my hurt. I'm like, oh, no. So everyone saw what was going on. So people rushed the stage. I mean, people was like, no, where I'm from, I'm very well known. People rushed the stage. They got him out of there, got me out of there. They separated us. It was crazy.
It
So
sounds crazy.
about an hour later, everything ended up, panning out to where we came back together and, we apologized to each other. And we never did do his interview. We never
Right.
did do it.
Right.
However, once we got backstage, everything got pieced. He didn't decline doing our interview. And to be honest with you, I forgot about doing the interview. I'm like, so we hung out for a good 20 minutes. And after that, we just went our separate ways. But if you guys really want to hear a story, the one with us and courtesy of Papoose.
Okay.
Papoose.
Shout out to Papoose. Hey, listen, I haven't talked to Papoose in a while, but if you guys know how to get with Papoose and contact him, listen, he knows. He'll verify the story.
Tell us. Tell us. We want to know.
I'm gonna let you know the heat. I'm gonna give you all the heat now.
Okay.
So we bring Papoose, me and my partner Leo from, as I mentioned, Up North Entertainment. Shout out to Leo Casino. We bring Papoose to Boston, and we did the first ever Dyme Magazine High School Appreciation Day. Okay, and that was to give shout outs to all the high school seniors, and we gave away free proms. We gave away 3 free proms, limousines to go to the proms, balloons, money, $500 to each person that won. We had the military show up. We had so many people show up. It was a beautiful event. Well, up until this point. So
Dun, dun, dun.
It's always up until this point.
Yeah. So now Casino, he is from the Dominican Republic, but he grew up in Massachusetts a little bit. So he really didn't know his way around Boston too much. The only way he knew was to get to Logan Airport or to hit the highway to leave Massachusetts. Okay. He didn't know the back streets of this, that, and the third. The reasons why I bring that up is because during the show, we get a call from Papoose. Papoose is lost in Charlestown, Mass. So now his navigation system ain't working. Nothing's working. We have to go pick him up. He had to go inside of a pizza shop. Him and his team went inside of a pizza shop, okay, to go ahead and, figure out where they were. The pizza shop, the owner told them where they were, so they gave us the address. We put it in our GPS. We're going to pick him up. He's in 2 trucks, 2 big trucks. Okay, cool. We finally get up. They're eating pizza. Boom, boom, boom. We all jump back in the cars. They're now following us. As we're heading back to the venue, we get a call. Ring, 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 ring. Hey, where you guys at? Where you guys at? I'm like, what are you talking about? Yo, we went to go pick up Papoose. They got lost. We already told y'all. I get a call from one of my staff. Lenny, you need to hurry up and get back here. I'm like, hurry up and get back here. What are y'all talking about? No. Next thing you know, I get a call from my brother. My family calls me Junior, hey, June, you need to hurry up and get back here, yo. I'm like, what the hell? Why is everybody blowing my phone up? Talk about I need to hurry up and get back. My phone is blowing up, blowing up, blowing up, blowing up. I'm like, what the hell? One of my staff members now calls me, yo, there's mad helicopters, mad police outside, mad. I'm like, for what? I'm like, it's a big entrance like that. I'm like, we didn't hire no helicopters. There's no fucking way.
It's Boston. You're gonna blame it.
We get there. We hit a street called Warren Street. We're coming up Warren Street. We now hit Blue Hill Ave. As soon as we hit Blue Hill Ave, they got the whole crime scene, yellow tape, all taped off. Okay, it was about a half a mile square radius. We were trying to turn on Washington Street where the venue was. It wasn't happening. We saw helicopters, 2 of them, so low that you can feel the propeller gust. That's how low they were. So one of the cops comes over and he goes, hey, but we noticed they're asking everybody that's trying to take that left turn and go to Washington Street. Like, hey, are you such and such, blah, 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 blah. Nope. Okay, well, you got to go that way. You got to turn around and go back that way. Our car now, the police is like, come on, come on, come on. We got Papoose and them in the back of us. Hey, we're looking for Mr. Harris, Lenny Harris. Are you Lenny Harris? Oh, no, he's right here. Why? What's going on? Well, we're trying to figure out who he is and what's going on, and this is his event. I said, yeah, officer, this means, yeah, I'm sitting in the passenger seat. Yeah, this is me. But we have our celebrity in the back, 2 trucks back there. Those trucks are with us. Okay, cool. All right, let him through. I said, what the hell is going on? Am I getting locked up?
Right.
I'm like, but then I'm still like, but what the hell's going on? He lets us, our car, and the 2 trucks come through. After that, he put it down. I'm looking through the side window, out the passenger's window. He tells all the other cars, now that he got us, he's like, all right, you guys keep sending them away. We get in, there's cops now, mad cops. We're talking state troopers, regular Boston cops. Yep, get them right down in that. They telling us to go in the garage. They cleared the whole venue out. It was over 2,000 people there. They cleared the whole venue out. We go in there. I want to say it was about 80, 83, 84 cops in there. So they tell Papoose, get out the truck. We're like, listen, he don't got nothing to do with whatever's going on. He's a celebrity. One of the cops knew who he was, and then, the other cops were like, oh, okay, cool. Papoose said, I don't know what's going on. I'm here to perform, blah, 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 blah. So now they go, okay. One of the cops kind of now starts to yell at Papoose, like, listen, because he told Papoose to go in the office with us. He said, no, I'm not going to no office. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know what's going on. Boom, boom, boom. Like, Lenny, casino, what's going on? We're like, you don't know. We was for you. So, blah, 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 blah. Papoose and the cops get in an argument. Casino jumps in. I'm trying to jump in to, resolve the situation because I'm still trying to figure out what's going on. Papoose wasn't trying to hear it. He lost it. Nah, I ain't even from here. Blah, blah, fuck this and blah, blah, blah. Don't tell me what the fuck to do. I ain't got nothing to do with that shit. The cop goes, what? What did you just say? I told you to sit down. He said, I told you I ain't going in there. I ain't sitting down. Blah, 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 blah. I'm like, oh, my God. One of the other cops jumps in. Listen, let him go. Let him go. He's all right. He's all right. Nah, he's being disrespectful. I don't give a shit who he is. Blah, 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 blah. All these other. I'm like, oh, no. By this time, we had to get Papoose in the office now. Because now all the cops are starting to, come at him. We snatch him up, throw him in the office. We found out what happened. So some kid, remember when I explained it was a high school appreciation day? This was for high school kids.
Right.
Some kid ended up shooting another kid, not in the venue, across the street from the venue. I'm not going to say the street name because it's a very well-known gang street.
Right.
He shoots a kid. The detectives are chasing him. They saw him shoot the kid. So now the unmarked cars, the detectives are chasing him. He runs into where? My party, where we had security.
Right.
So now the cops run in and they see him running in. So they come into the party and they said, that kid right there, he lies and says that he was at our party. One of my security guards said, well, did he have a badge on, a wristband? He said, no. Then he wasn't in this party because he would have had to get through us.
That's right.
So he ended up running past our security. Make sense?
Fast.
That's how everything got shut down.
That is crazy.
Yo,
so not only did they cancel that one, they canceled the 21 plus party later on that night. We lost over 25,000 that night.
Wow.
Yeah, it was bad.
Wow, that VPR, that is
Papoose about
the
that.
worst luck. I will when I come across. I'm like, yo, Papoose, you ever did an event where you got surrounded? I'll make sure
in
I don't sound
Boston.
fed on
So just tell him with Dyme magazine. He'll know.
I said, I know Papoose was like, where's my lawyer? You know what I mean? People start talking about getting the office. I'm like, I want my lawyer.
I'm
getting harassed. What the fuck is this?
Lawyer up.
One thing I love about Papoose though was, even though we owed him, the other amount of money, he didn't even care about that. He just wanted to get out. I want to say he was in Boston for maybe a good 2 hours, and then after that, he said, I just want to get out of here.
We're from New York.
He didn't.
We really.
Well, he didn't. He didn't say he didn't want to perform at that point. At that point, he couldn't perform. So when he was gonna stay, that's when we found out that they shut down the whole venue, even for later on for the 21 plus event.
Right.
and it was bad.
Where's my Remy?
That's exactly what Pap is saying. Where's my Remy?
Yo, type me like that.
Like
Yo,
that.
Love
shit
it.
like that. So Lenny, what new projects are you working on? I know you have your hands on a lot of things. What are some upcoming projects that you have?
Yes. Well, right now we're working on a new issue right now. And I was, explaining to Kiana the other day that right now we're dealing with one artist right now. They're huge, but what it is they already paid us to get featured on the cover. However, the other artist who we ended up finally doing the interview at 2 something in the morning, but we were waiting for them for hours. They still didn't send their money yet. So we're like, you know what? It looks like we're gonna have to be leaning on this side.
Well,
Unfortunately,
radio's doing the cover. No, I'm just kidding.
What? You gotta slide in there.
you guys are great, man.
No, but
you guys are great. But what we're doing right now is we have a lot of articles that we have featured, different things like that. Thanks to John Blassingame again, we're getting the magazines back into the prisons again. Shout out to John Blassingame again. Shout out to Marcus Blassingame, Vernon, everybody over there at New Day Associates. So we're definitely working on that, getting the magazines back into the prisons. This time, my thing is we are not just looking to get it back into the men's, but now we are setting the precedence with getting them officially in for the first time into the women's prisons.
That's a must. Yeah.
Right.
For sure. If you need some help with that, I can actually connect you to someone that did a lot of nonprofit stuff in women's prisons.
Okay. Well, see, you see how God works, man. Like, come on.
Yeah.
Let's
the dots connect, right? Like we were talking about the other day, but you don't see it looking forward. You can only figure it for sure.
You said it.
Lenny, our time is crunching so quickly, and it's been like such a fast conversation. So we definitely want to bring you back. Before we go, we want to know what's coming up next for you guys, and we also want to know like if there's any events that we have to look out for, where people can find you, and how they can catch the magazine online and also physical copies.
Definitely. Well, that's a great question. Right now, we do have the magazine both in print. Our current issue right now, we have the world famous Jimmy Kane, who's the vice president of Wu-Tang Management. He's on our cover right now. Shout out to Jimmy Kane. We also have so many great things coming. We both are in hard copy and digital print subscriptions. Very cheap, very cheap. $27 for the year. Like I said, we're getting ready to be back into the prison, so we already know that's going to do its thing. That's going to blow up or whatever. And like Kiana, we're going to talk about that. Moving forward, we got so many parties coming up. We have our upcoming Dyme magazine party that's going to be in what part of Florida? Or Miami, Florida. We're going to be at this new club that's opening up on Ocean Drive. That's going to be in September. You guys are more than invited. I'm gonna send y'all the invites. We're gonna have so much fun.
Kiana, we gotta go to Miami.
We gotta make it happen, partner.
I gotta touch the Miami sand before the summer's out.
I agree. I agree. Let's do it, partner. Send us that.
Man, we got it popping. Not only that, in November we're gonna be doing our launch party again in Denver, Colorado, courtesy of one of my staff members, who's also one of the original DJs, Violator DJs, DJ Big Spade. Shout out. We're going to be in Las Vegas in December. September, we're going to be back in Boston. And then we have New Hampshire. Shout out Chrissy Buscato. She's the number one promoter out there in New Hampshire, New England, period. I
got New England on lock.
Oh man, I know we got one coming up in New York. That's with Sub-Zero. We have another one that we're doing in Rhode Island. So when you're talking again, schedule. I'm gonna make sure you guys are getting the invite schedules to everything.
That New York, I'm sliding. I gotta show support.
We did Club LQ in Midtown Manhattan. We did Club Latin headquarters. We did it once up there. We shut that place down. I'm talking. I've never seen so many people like that coming out to represent from New York. That was I want to say. That was our number one biggest event we did in New York.
Oh, I used
The
to
other
be there.
Wow.
one
Huge.
that was crazy.
I
That
used to be
was
there.
nuts,
Yeah.
nuts. I never, ever. Matter of fact, the other one we did last. It was 2 years ago. We did at the ballroom in New York. The
Highline
ballroom.
Magazine,
Halibram,
Highline
what is
Ballroom,
Hala,
or
Halibram?
It's
Which one?
called. It's right there. It's right there where it's in. I don't know New York like that, but it's in
Halibram?
Lower Manhattan. It's right
Yeah.
down the street from
I don't know
Universal
it.
Music Group. It's right down the street from Universal Music Group.
I
Only
can't think
place
of
I
the
know
name.
is
Like
Highline,
with
but
a
that
B in
closed
it.
now.
Hala Harriam or something like that, right? That
No, this one's called the Ballroom. It's called the
double.
Ballroom.
Oh, okay. I'll have to
Okay,
look that
I'll
up.
look
Yeah,
it up
it's
after we go.
it's nice in there. It's like it had to be about a good 800 people in there. It was packed. It was packed. Beautiful, beautiful vibe, and they showed us a lot of love. They kept playing a lot of New Edition. I'm like, why y'all keep doing that? It's like
Why y'all
New
keep
Edition,
doing that?
New Edition.
I'm trying
I'm
to
from
say,
Boston,
right.
but it's like everywhere
All
we
right.
go, they always got to hit that New Edition, and I'm like, okay. After a while, it's like, all right, I get it. But I love it. I love it. I love it. Shout out to New Edition, Michael Bibbins, man, all y'all, all y'all. You
Absolutely.
know,
But it looks
yeah,
like we outside VPR this summer. Lenny is going to be keeping us busy with
Fact.
all these
yes,
events,
yes, yes.
and more
Please believe
blessings
it.
to you. More
Please
blessings to
believe
you,
it.
my brother.
Please believe it, man. Blessings to you guys, man, because it's people like y'all that help people like me to continue to do what we do. And I just want to say thank you, man. Thank you guys so much.
Thank
Thank
you.
you, man. And you
Pleasure.
guys, and for everybody out there, please feel free to go check out our website. Our updates, everything like that is dymemag.com, DYMEMAG.com, or dymeinc.com, DYMEINC. I ain't going to do all that confusing stuff, but go on all of our social media platforms, whichever one you choose, and just type in Dyme Magazine. Big ups to everybody, man. Big, 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 big ups.
We appreciate that. We
Yeah, I
love your
appreciate you, man.
energy. We cannot wait to have you
Thank
back.
you.
Definitely need to hit that Miami sun for that
Oh,
September.
yeah.
Make sure you guys visit dymemag.com and
Hmm.
follow at Dyme_magazine on
Hmm.
Instagram. And Lenny, we will definitely be chatting soon. We appreciate you, and I hope you have
One more thing, right? Watch this. I
okay.
want you guys to go check out, he's my lead photographer in the South. His name is JC Alcala.
Okay,
Okay.
spell
This man is major. J.C. Alcala, Alcala.
that. Okay,
He's not only our lead photographer in the South, but he also, we both partnered up and started Dyme Florida together.
okay,
Okay, and that section of the magazine only features Miami, Florida's
right.
period, Florida.
Florida's
We
finest.
also have,
Right.
yeah, we have Atlanta, we have everyone. Also, we are also in Poland. We're now international. So
United
go take a look.
States.
Yeah, yeah, and it's all love, but make sure you guys check him out. He's also featured in Kodak Black's new video that he got out. He plays the pastor, the minister.
Okay.
But he's in so many rappers videos, but he's not a rapper. He's none of that. He just
Right.
has so many connections as well. He's the one that actually got the interview done with us with you guys remember The Last Dragon, that movie?
Of
Yeah.
course.
Okay, remember Bruce Leroy?
Yeah.
Yes. What do you mean?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Well, he's the one that got us to do the interview because they're best friends. And I believe Time Mark they're getting ready to do, if I'm right, they're about to do a part two. I know they've been working on a part two or something like that. So
Leroy.
yeah, I'm telling you, man, we God continues to bless us to meet wonderful people and continuing to what's the word? Have us stay relevant. And again, it's people like you guys. And I just want to say out of everybody we meet, I want to thank you guys so
Thank
much,
you.
and I won't forget that even if you do.
Thank you. We'll
I
never
won't.
forget. This
I
is what
won't.
we do,
Trust
and
me.
this is what we love.
You
And the
family at this point,
energy
man.
and the positivity that you bring, and then the messaging through your magazine. We're definitely
Definitely.
here for it. We can't wait to have
Mhm.
you back. We clearly need way
Come
more time.
on.
We could chop this up the right
That's a
way, but
fact.
And you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna make sure the next time I'm gonna make sure and hold me to it. I'm gonna have a serious special guest with me.
okay.
And that's what I love doing. I love passing the baton. You
Yes.
know, I love doing it. And also, I want to give a shout out to my mom and my daughter. Yeah, yo, listen, guys.
Absolutely. Yes.
That's
Shout
so
out to mom.
fire.
Shout out to baby girl.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
appreciate you all for watching. Thank you so much, everyone, for tuning in. Make sure you visit dymemag.com. It is scrolling across the bottom. Go and follow Lenny and his magazine. Learn all about it. Get that subscription. It's very affordable at only $27 a year. And
That's
we
it.
will see you here on VPR Radio next week. We hope you have the most intentionally blessed day. Bye, everyone.
Hey, peace, y'all. VPR Radio Podcast in the building.
Yeah, man.
Love, man.
We'll see you later, Lenny.
Later, y'all.
Later.
Awesome.
That was awesome.
Nah, man. The
Awesome, partner.
VPR, the energy is always elite. Please check out Dyme Magazine. He
Yeah.
gave us some hilarious stories, and I
Right.
can't wait to cut those up and put them on the reels and clips so you guys can see that on all our
My
social
boy
media.
Pineapple said he put the paws on him.
Yeah, he put, yo, this monkey need to chill out. You can't be, you know what I'm saying?
Yo, because
Push-
partner, you
push
already
me.
know. And when he said I saw red, you know, you're a Libra too.
Yeah,
I know
yeah,
you got
like
me inside.
once it's up, it's forever up.
Yeah,
It just it is what it is.
Right.
You
And
mess
then
with
we'll
my
figure it
peace.
out later.
Yeah. All right, VPR. Thank you guys for tuning in, man. I love being here. I know Kiana loves being here, and we
Right.
love to see you here. So I'll see you next Thursday.
We'll see you next week, guys. Stay blessed.
Damn, it's late. 8:15, Nicole. Get some sleep. Oh, 18:15. Okay, cool.